Annalyn Chailang
and Laria Di Pineda,
reporting live for Flash Program. Two grade 11 female students passed away with one injury and tragic motorcycle crash in Pagadian City. Two minor female students died when the motorcycle they were riding along with another student crashed into a house in Barangay Balintawak, Pagadian City. The driver, also a minor and a grade 11 student, sustained injuries. Police reports reveal that the victims aged 16 and 17 and the 16-years-old driver, all from Zamboanga del Sur National High School, allegedly visit a hilltop destination during class hours. According to Pagadian City Police Chief Lieutenant Colonel Jerwin Kagurin, the motorcycle lost its brakes while going downhill on their way home, causing it to slam directly into a house.
A reporter was sent to the scene to ask the residents for their perspective of the accident. Pwede mo bang ipaliwanag kung ano ang nakita mo sa aksidente?
Well, kanina kasi dumadaan ako. Nagulat ako kung ano nangyari. Yung lalaki kasi kanina, bigla na lang tumatong sa motor. Then, sa lakas ng pagka-impact, yung dalawang babae, like, nakapunta ba sa bahay? Sobrang lakas ng tunog. Nagulat na lang ako na nag-ano na dito yung mga tao, like, nagka-chismisan na. Pinag-ano mo sa tabi.
Ano ang reaksyon ng mga tao nung nangyari ang aksidente?
Well, nagulat ko eh. Kasi bigla na lang yun eh. Unexpected na pangyayari. Saka yung lalaki, naka-induce na dun. After na tumalon sa motor din. Yung dalawang babae, sa lakas ng pagkaka-impact, parang yung mga tao nagulat din. So, nag-start na sila nag-ano doon. Parang nag-circle na ba? Ano yung nangyari kanina.
The school has yet to confirm whether the students were absent from class, but has expressed its deepest sympathies to the victims' families. The administration is also urging the public to stop sharing hurtful remarks and to respect the family's privacy during this time of mourning.
Authorities say they will intensify their campaign against minors driving without a license.
For Flash Regional TV 1 Mindanao,
this is Annalyn Chailang
and Larry Pineda,
keeping you informed.
Good day, Zamboanga. Good day, Philippines. I'm Alden Gencia Laban, your weather forecaster for today. So here's today's weather updates for Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Let's take a look at the condition from this afternoon into the evening, plus an important environmental reminder. In Luzon, skies are mostly cloudy with temperature around 25 degrees Celsius. Thunderstorms are expected later this afternoon, especially around Metro Manila, Calabar Zone, and parts of Central Luzon, before easing into the evening. Northern Luzon may see light rains. From the northeast monsoon, temperature tonight will range from 24 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius. In the Visayas, it's currently hot and cloudy at about 30 degrees Celsius. Expect scattered thunderstorms this late evening. Particularly in eastern and central Visayas, a moderate general flood advisory remains in effect for Cebu around 5 p.m. as river in Cebu, Bohol, and Siquijor may overflow. Residents in low-lying area are advised to remain alert. In Mindanao, especially in Zamboanga, temperatures are near 32 degrees Celsius under cloudy skies. Expect thunderstorm by early evening around 6 p.m., followed by a cooler condition overnight, dropping to the lower strand. And now, a quick reminder, the Philippines is home to many unique and endangered species, such as the Philippine eagle, the tamarau, and the Philippine freshwater crocodile. These three endangered species are now facing the threats from habitat loss and hunting. Let me introduce you, Kim Ayan P. Feliciano, to give information about the habitat loss of Philippine eagle. Kuya Kim, ano na?
Good day, Philippines. My name is Kim Ian P. Feliciano, also known as Kuya Kim. Ano na? So for this day, we will be discussing the Philippine eagle here in the Philippines. The Philippine eagle is considered the largest of the extant eagles in the world in the terms of length, swing surface area, with only stellar sea eagles and a harpy eagle being larger in terms of weight and bulk. It has been declared also the national bird of the Philippines. It is also depicted in the Philippines 1,000 peso note. The species had been classified by the IUCN Red List and is one of the most endangered raptors in the world. The most significant threat to the species is loss of habitat, a result of high levels of deforestation throughout most its range. Since 2019, more than 20 eagles have been rescued, mostly due to injuries from gunshot wounds. The Philippine eagle, also known as the monkey eagle-eating or great Philippine eagle, is critically endangered species of the eagle family. When killing a Philippine eagle, you will be offended or punishable by the law up to 12 years imprisonment and heavy fines. For us to be able to avoid this kind of situation, we need to take care our environment and also our nature where eagles belongs. And we should avoid also the gunshots, the deforestation, and the hunting of the Philippine eagle, because Philippine eagle helps us in the future to gain a good natural resources and also to preserve the species of Philippine eagle here in the Philippines. And that's all. Back to you.
That's today's weather forecast and environmental reminder for Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Again, I am Aldinjan C. Alaban, your weather forecaster for today's news. Back to you.
Good day, sportsmen! Welcome to today's coverage of the beautiful game. I'm Rico Zapanta, and we've got an exciting match lined up here for you at Talagaan Court. The sun is shining, the crowd is buzzing, and we are moments away from kick-off between Team A and Team B. It's a perfect day for basketball. Fierce passes, strong defense, and hopefully sun-stunning goals. Both teams have been in a fine form this season, but Team A is looking to extend their winning streak, while Team B is aiming for a state victory. And right now, we are here with a star player of today's match, Mr. Establin, who scored the incredible goal in the second half. First of all, sir, congratulations, sir, on the win.
Thank you.
Sir, ano yung nag-feel mo, sir, after such an intense game?
Nakabahan pero inalam ang mga kasama ko para manalo kami.
Sir, ano yung naging inspirasyon mo, sir, para manalo kayo this game?
Ang naging inspirasyon ko sa larong ito, ang mga kasama ko at coach ko at sa mga fans ko.
Sir, ano ang mga mensahe mo sa mga fans mo na walang samang ng suporta sa iyo?
Maraming salamat sa pag-support ng din sa aming kasama ko.
Once again, sir, congratulations, Mr. Sabilen, on an amazing game and a well-earned victory. We'll see you next time. Back to the studio.
Good day, Flash Report! Isang content queen na si Sheila ay nag-post sa kanyang IG account na tumutulong sa mga bata na mag-provide ng school supply para sa pagdating ng pasukan.
So ngayon, i-interview natin ang primetime queen na si Sheila.
So, how are you today, Miss Sheila?
I'm doing great,
Yes.
So ngayon, eto na nga, tanungin natin si Miss Sheila kung anong dahilan na bakit gusto niya tumulong sa mga bata.
So, bakit pala gusto mo tumulong sa mga bata? Anong dahilan?
The reason why I help the kids because I want to make a positive impact on their lives. Not just a positive impact, but I want them to encourage. And that is the reason why I help kids.
Thank you. So, ano nga ba yung nag-encourage sa'yo na tumulong sa mga bata or anong nagtulak sa'yo para tulungan sila na bigyan ng mga ganong bagay?
For me, there is no specific reason why I help the kids or person that encourage me. But I just love seeing them learn and growing.
Oh, natunghayan naman natin kung ano ang bakit niya gustong tumulong sa mga bata. Dahil doon, maraming salamat po, Miss Sheila. Yes, so beautiful. Okay.
Good day everyone, this is Paulina Bernardo bringing you today Education Update. The 4 years college students spend in school is being proposed in the Senate to be shortened to 3 years.
Senator Win Gatchalian filed the 3 Years College Education Act, which aims to prevent students from repeating courses and allows them to focus more on their specialization. He also emphasized that teaching soft skills should be a priority in senior high school.
Once again, this is Paulina Bernardo reporting. Back to you guys.